Hey y'all, what's up? Welcome to mini readings. I hope you guys are doing good. Hello, hello, hello. Hope you guys are doing good. Welcome in, welcome in. Let's get started. Let's get started. I'll give everybody just a second or two to get in the chat to get notified. But while we wait, we will go ahead and clear some energy with the sound bowl like we always do. Let's see what's up. Hang on. Hold on. All right. Hey, Anella. Aloha right back to you, beautiful. How are you doing? Good to see you guys. Welcome in, everyone. I hope you guys are having a good Monday. It's time to prop your feet up and chill with yours truly, your favorite tarot auntie. All right, let's go to let's go see what's up with Laura Boo. There's Laura. Hello, beautiful. How you doing? How you doing? Oh, let's see what's up. Let's see what's up. Hey, Cherry Club Connections LLC. How you doing? Good to see you. All right, Miss Laura. Let's see what's up. Let's see what's up with you. Let's see what's going on, Ms. Laura. Thank you, Laura, for your continuing patronage and support. I appreciate you. Enjoying your night off. You should. I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear that. All right, Laura, let's see what we got for Laura the Gemini. What about Laura the Gemini? What about Laura the Gemini? What does Laura need to know? What does Laura need to know? What does Laura need to know? Laura, my little Gemini friend, what do you need to know? What do you need to know, Laura? Give me some advice for Laura. Tell me what Laura needs to know. Those are good cards. Let's see what else comes out, Laura. I know why that's coming out, too. I know why that's coming out. What else does Laura need to know? Give me more on this message for Laura. Give me more on this message for Laura. More on this message for Laura. Laura. Oh, Laura, this is so sweet. Listen. Two different things came out for you. Mainly, what came out to you. Hey, Stacy. I'm doing good. Laura, two things came out for you. One, both of these are kind of just confirmation, really. Okay? Just confirming some things. Reassurance and confirming. Okay? The first thing was this. And these came out sideways. Okay? And you know how I feel about sideways cards, the challenge cards, right? And let's talk about it. The Fool card, the leap of faith, right? The Seven of Swords, you know, discernment, looking for fresh fuckery, right? And Four of Cups. And the Four of Cups is about not emotionally investing, right? Being discerning, putting things through a litmus test before taking a leap of faith. Now, I know you, and I know you do that. Okay, I know you do that. I know that because I've seen you do it, because you and I talk. And what this is saying, in my opinion, based on what I know and what the cards are saying, if I didn't know you, I would say put things to the litmus test, and I would think that's what this advice was about. But because I do know you, I know you're doing that. Okay, so what I feel like that this is saying is your gut is spot on. Your gut is spot on. You are being discerning. You are being discerning, and you're right to be. Okay, and you're right to keep that heart, in the closet, not gone away forever, right? But just in the closet until somebody gives you a reason to get it out, right? And so the cards are saying, and the Seven of Swords, let's talk about the Seven of Swords. Sometimes the Seven of Swords is things that we don't know exactly what it is, but we just get this feeling, right? Something is off here and I can't put my finger on it. My cards are saying you're right. Your gut is right. Even if you can't put your finger on it, and you may never be able to put your finger on it, but if something feels off to you, it is. And you're not wrong. And keep being choosy, the cards say. Why? You do have something here. That's the rest of the story. The other three cards, Ten of Pentacles, Hierophant, King of Cups. He's out there. And you're going to have it all. You're absolutely going to have it. And why? Because you're discerning and you're not settling for anything less than somebody who comes correct. None of these folks that want to be chased and, all this kind of mess. We had a recent conversation to that effect, right? So it's because you're being discerning that you're going to have this King of Cups that is emotionally mature, that walks with integrity, that's stable and solid. There may be even traditional marriage in this thing with the Hierophant here, okay? So what I really think this is for you tonight, Laura, is more of you're doing the right thing, you're not wrong, you're not being too picky, your gut is absolutely you have a very good energetic barometer, if you will, is what the cards are saying. Your energetic barometer is spot on. You keep plugging and you stay where your standards are, and you absolutely will have something amazing here. And you'll miss out on this if you ignore all this stuff, right? And I know you're not. I know you're not ignoring it, and I know it gets. I think the reason this came out, if I could speculate, Laura, for you, is I think the reason this came out is because, sometimes we see so many people cross our path that just self-eliminate. We don't even have to ask them the question anymore. They just self-eliminate, and it's easy to get discouraged. So I think this is some encouragement on both accounts. No, you're not being too picky. Yes, your gut is right. And yes, it is possible. Not only is it possible, it's going to happen. So there you go. I hope that helped you, Laura. You have to let me know. Hey, Anella, I see you. I got to update the list because you're after Joseph. They do. We don't even have to ask the questions. It's like you just talk to him 2 or 3 times and it's like, are you kidding me? I don't even get to where I ask the questions. It's like it doesn't even get that far. They self-eliminate before I even have to use my brain. It's just like I go, Laura, if we had a dime for every time we rolled our eyes, right? From your Capricorn main friend to my Capricorn rising friend, both Gemini signs. If we had a dime for every time we rolled our eyes, right? Crazy, crazy. These nuts. These Fruit Loops. Oh, this is Ashley, this is Cheroklo. Okay. All right, love. Let's get started for Ashley. Here we go, Ashley. Here we go. So Ashley is a Piscean. Pisces, Pisces, Pisces. Pisces, Pisces, Pisces. Dealing with a fire sign. How are they handling the no contact? Let's find out. Let's check in on the fire sign. Let's see what's up, my little Pisces friend. Did I misspell your name? I did. I'm sorry. What is wrong with you, girl? Sorry about that, Miss Ashley. All right. Let's see about the fire sign. How's the fire sign handling the no contact? How's the fire sign handling the no contact? Give me the energies of this fire sign toward the specifically around the no contact with Ashley the Pisces. Let's take a look. I like the way you actually do spell your name too. It's pretty. Tell me about the no contact and how that's affecting the fire sign. What's the fire sign's feelings about no contact with Miss Ashley the Pisces? Let's take a look. Look at there. Oh, should I step up? Should I work on this? Let's see. Let's get more on it. Things are crossing his mind, or her mind, for sure. Let's take a look. Give me more on this fire sign. Give me more on this fire sign. We'll see how the fire sign's handling the heat. Oh, the watery Pisces energy. Let's take a look. How's this fire sign coping? What's the effect? What's the effect of the no contact on this fire sign? Let's take a look. Six of Pentacles in the reverse. Nine of Pentacles, Chariot. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Feeling ignored. Oh, burn. Have you blocked this fire sign? Did you literally block this fire sign? Because my card suggests that there is that possibility. Nonetheless, the fire sign feels ignored. Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. Wonders if something else has your attention. Hey, Julianne. Wonders if somebody else has your attention or something else has your attention. Feels slighted. He or she, this fire sign is like, this is not fair. Doink, doink, doink. This is not fair. As they poke their, justice in the reverse. Ashley's not being fair to me. Obstacles, judgment in the reverse. That's why I asked if you had blocked this fire sign. Because this fire sign feels like there's an obstacle between you two that's too great to overcome. And that's what I'm wondering. The fire sign would like to come towards you with the Chariot card here. The fire sign feels like you're over there living your best life. Okay? Definitely feels your energy shifted. Okay? Six of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay? So definitely feels like your energy is gone. All right? Definitely thinking about reaching out. I will tell you another thing. The fire sign is definitely missing the, he's not blocked, but it's in stone cold. The fire sign is definitely thinking about boinky boinky, okay, with you. Oh, fire sign says she's just being bitchy. Queen of Swords here in the reverse. This fire sign is butthurt. Wheel of Fortune, why is that? Feels like, okay, look at here. This fire sign feels like you guys are supposed to be together. All right. With the Wheel of Fortune and the Lover's card, The fire sign says, why you gotta be so bitchy? We should be together. We're supposed to be together here. We got this deep soul bond that's fated and all this stuff, right? Fire sign ain't over you. Fire sign wants you back. He's earned it. Well, you know what? Sometimes you got to write them a paycheck that they earned, right? Not for them so much, but for you, right? It's about choosing yourself. It's about I'm not abandoning myself just so I can be with you. Who you think I am? So I don't know if you're not talking to this fire sign for your benefit or to affect them. I would say do it for you, for your own peace. And whatever happens over there, let it happen. In the meantime, I hope you are living your best life as best you can. I'm sure you got some healing to do, right? I'm sure you got some healing to do. We all do. That's okay. So, stay on your shadow work if he's done some doo-doo head stuff, okay? Has he done some doo-doo head stuff? Full card. May have acted before thinking. I'm getting an impulsive energy here from this fire sign. That sometimes he may act on impulse. Yeah, he does. He doesn't think things through sometimes. You know, though, he does want to step up. Emperor card came out. He does want to step up. Ashley. He does. Ace of Swords. I think you're going to hear from this person. I do. I think he's going to pop up. The Emperor came out, which is Aries. Maybe not. I don't know. There could be other fires. There's a lot of fire in this reading, though. But sometimes the Emperor comes out because that's life partner material too, right? We did have the Fool card. That's Aries too. But that's what I got, Love Bug. And I would say that that's what I got. And I hope that gave you some clarity. I think you're probably going to hear from this dude. I would say this. Don't forget why you blocked him. If you know what I mean, right? All right. Good. You be strong, my beautiful little Pisces friend. Well, hey, Master of Strumpets. Joseph, how you been? Good to see you. Yeah, Jillian, the side eye. Exactly. So thank you so much, Ashley. Oh, I was going to change your name, the spelling on your name. That was bothering me because I am a grammar Nazi. All right, I'm fixing it. I know I've already read for you, but I'm still fixing it. It will drive me crazy otherwise. There we go. That's no joke. There you go. All right, so is this Delaney? Delianne? Is that Delaney? I may be wrong. Let me see here. I cannot remember. Yes, this is Delaney. Okay, Delaney. So Delaney, we are doing, let's see, and Delaney is a Capricorn sun. That's all right, love. How's my little Aussie friend doing? What time is it over there? All right. Oh, okay. I gotcha. All right. What does Delaney need to know? What does my little friend Delaney need to know? My little Capricorn Aussie friend Delaney. What does she need to know? I know, Joseph, right? I have some of the sweetest folks from down under that follow me. It's 11:05 Tuesday. See, Delaney, you've already jumped timelines. What does Delaney need to know? Delaney, the Capricorn Sun, Sag Rising, Aquarius Venus, Cancer Moon. What does Delaney need to know? 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 One more shuffle, Delaney. What does my Delaney friend need to know? What does the beautiful Delaney need to know? Lord, I gotta shuffle this thing again. What does the beautiful Delaney need to know? What does Delaney need to know? Delaney, here's what I got. This is crazy. Okay, you know how a lot of times we'll have repressed anger and we don't even realize it, right? Repressed things that we've not really fully dealt with. And sometimes we'll think we have, and you may have very well done some work on yourself. I think you have. I think we've even talked about that, Delaney. There's still some to go. There's still some to go. And I say this, be gentle with yourself in the healing process. Just know that it takes both time and work. And also, and Joseph, very timely reminder that you gave earlier about self-care. That's a time when you ramp up self-care, okay? So I want you to be gentle with yourself and allow yourself to fully process those emotions, those unhealed emotions over time. That's going to help you to release those. You're going to have a lot more peace of mind, okay? But I'm really getting, be gentle with yourself. I don't know why that Temperance card is just screaming to me to tell you to be gentle with yourself. Allow yourself the time and the space and the grace, okay, to love yourself through difficult healing times, right? And just know that Rome wasn't built in a day. And this is a marathon, not a sprint, right? But you so have this. You so have this. Stay on your journey. I want to know what this Fool card is about that's here, this leap of faith. Okay, here's what I've got. You have some more stuff. Work on addressing fears of vulnerability. Okay, fear of vulnerability. You don't have to take a leap of faith that's blind. You take an intuitive leap of faith when it comes to love, right? But I want you to work on vulnerability, fear of vulnerability, okay? Fear of opening up. And I'm not going to sit here and say just let every person walk all over your heart. No, my God, no. But I just want you to face those fears, look at those fears, and sit down with those fears and see what they're there trying to show you, okay, that's not yet addressed, all right? So that's kind of what I feel like is here. You will have opportunity to take a leap of faith in love. I do see that. But I absolutely, yeah, there's all this hard energy you talked about. I'm hard on myself. There's a lot that you expect of yourself. You expect too much. I'm just going to tell you what I see in the cards. You expect too much of yourself. Okay, you're too hard on yourself. Be gentle with yourself. You're doing the best you can. And also, let's talk about previous versions of yourself. Okay, be gentle with that woman too. Okay, because granted, we settle for things years ago that we wouldn't settle for today. You're working with a different set of tools in your skills, okay, than you had before, right? And so, I want you to not be hard on prior versions of yourself that made decisions that you, in this current version of yourself, would not make, right? And once you release a lot of that critical judgment on yourself, you'll feel better. And you deserve to feel better. You'll feel better. You'll feel lighter. So that's what I got. I'm in a physical distance with a fire sign. I see that. I want you to work on your fears around vulnerability with that. And just in general, okay? Just in general. I hope that helps you, Delaney. I hope that helps you. All right. Ivan is up next. And thank you, Delaney. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Delaney. Hey, Josephine, how are you? So we are on Ivan. Let me timestamp for Ivan real quick. All right, Ivan is a Libra Sun and Mercury, Aries Moon and Mars, and Leo Venus and Rising. Wow, that's so cool. That is really some cool placements. All right, Ivan, let's get some, what is Ivan? The Libra, Aries, Leo combo need to know. What does Ivan need to know? Hey, RK. What does Ivan need to know? What does Ivan need to know? Give me some advice for Ivan. What does Ivan need to know most today? What does Ivan the Libra need to know most? What does Ivan the Libra need to know most? What does Ivan the Libra need to know most? What does Ivan the Libra need to know most? Ivan, what I'm getting for you is to work on grounding yourself. Grounding yourself. Hey, Cheese Piece. Work on grounding yourself. That is going to stabilize where you are, all right? Basic grounding. There's grounding things that you can do, but you can also be grounded overall in your approach, in your energy, okay? That's going to really help you as far as self-awareness goes. You're going to have such a much better perspective, okay? Becoming grounded within yourself. That's a little bit what I'm going for is a little bit different than the traditional what we think of as grounding and walking on the earth and touching trees, and all of those things are good. They do help with that. But you can actually, once you become a pretty serious energy worker, you can ground yourself without ever walking outdoors. It helps to walk outdoors and do the things, trust me. But I just say ground yourself in general, all right? Ways to ground yourself: center your energy, meditation, inner work, okay? Introspection, time in solitude. That's going to give you a lot better perspective and your ability to see things in a clear way, make good solid decisions, and it's going to be like turning over a new leaf. It's going to bring a lot more stability and peace into your mind and your life. All right. I'm also getting this, Ivan. You will have people crossing your path romantically. Choose wisely. Choose wisely where you invest your time and your effort and your energy, okay? There are people that are going to come towards you that are worth your time and not worth your time, okay? And so it is very important that you are discerning. And discernment is greatly strengthened by meditation, okay? And shadow work, inner work, all right? So those are the things that I am seeing for you as you are in your journey, Ivan, and I hope that that helps you. I hope that that helps you. All right. You know, Ivan, as an air sign, like yourself, you have a lot of air, so do I. It becomes super important for us, especially, to learn to ground. That is very, very important. Hey, Taylor, what's up? Yes, you made it on time. You absolutely made it on time. Here we go. Give me 1 second, y'all. Okay. Yeah, you actually made it just right, Taylor. You sure did. You got here just at the right time. I need to, give me a minute, I need to update the list. I think we had Julianne and, oh, this is Lyra. Okay, Lyra. Hey, Lyra, how you doing? All right, so let me get the list updated on the screen, and then we will read for you, Miss Taylor. Okay, so we had Naomi, and then Julianne, and then Lyra. There we go. All right. Let me do something real quick. I'll make that smaller. All right, there we go. That way it's not taking up so much of the screen. All right, Miss Taylor, how you been? Here we go. Taylor, I'm reading what you said. All right, everybody, it's time for a celebration. It's time for a celebration. Taylor passed her test just like we said you would. It's already done. Remember, we told you that. I promised I would let you know how my test went. And I passed. Now I just got to be patient and figure out my next steps. Oh my God, I think I'm gonna cry. I knew it, but it's just amazing. Though I'm here tonight for whatever comes out. It doesn't have to be about my next steps, but it could be literally anything. We're gonna find out, beautiful. I am so excited. I could dance right now. Thank you for sharing that. I love that so much for you. All right. Tell me what Taylor needs to know. Tell me what Taylor needs to know. Tell me what Taylor needs to know. My little Capricorn Taylor friend. What does Taylor need to know? What does Taylor need to know? I can't stop smiling. What does Taylor need to know? What does Taylor need to know? What does she need to know? Oh my God, that is just amazing. What does Taylor need to know? Hang on. What does Taylor need to know? What does Taylor need to know? What does Taylor need to know? I love that. What does Taylor need to know? What does Taylor need to know? What does Taylor need to know? It is time for the next phase of the journey, but it is time for the next phase of the journey. Ace of Wands. But my cards are saying something, and there is a new start for you. The Ace of Wands, passionate. The Ace of Wands, particularly when we're talking about like career path and stuff like that, right? The Ace of Wands is a passionate new beginning that's kind of like a game changer. It's something you feel passionate about. Yes, yes, yes. And, but my cards are saying this, Taylor. Make sure that you take just a beat, my little Capricorn friend. I know that sigh of relief that you're talking about because I'm a Capricorn moon and I get how you think. You work so hard for what you've accomplished. I know that. And yes, I love what I do. Exactly. And that's why this came out Ace of Wands, right? But take a beat, my little Capricorn friend. Take a beat and celebrate and do something really amazing for yourself. This is a huge rite of passage for you, passing this exam. So take a beat. I don't know what that looks like for you. I don't know if that's just taking a day and doing absolutely nothing. I don't know if you go to the beach or the pool or, I don't know what that looks like for you. There you go. My parents want to throw a party, design invitations and everything. I love that for you. And I'm glad you got that support behind you. That's beautiful. But I want you need to do something for you. You need to do something for you. Yes. This is a huge moment. It's a huge moment, major rite of passage. And here's what's cool about this passionate beginning. And you said, I love what I do. And that reflects in the cards, the Ace of Wands. You'll do well financially. Because when you're following your passion, that's where the money is. I'm getting my nails done tomorrow. Good, 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 good. My nail tech she's going to be dancing too. Your nail tech's going to be dancing too. So there you go. You do have a passionate new beginning, but don't get ahead of yourself. Take today and celebrate. I know you won't hesitate long to be on your Ace of Wands. I know that. You're a Capricorn. We never stop. We just don't, right? We're always on our grind. I don't want you to burn yourself out, though, all right? I'm literally getting, don't burn yourself out. Take the time to celebrate. Take the time to celebrate. Looky, looky, looky. Taylor, I know I can say this to you and it won't offend you. Taylor, you got big dick energy. I do too, so I get it. I got to remind you of something that one of my favorite Capricorn moon people said. Have you ever seen that old interview with Cher where she talked about her mom said to her one time, Cher, honey, I always wanted you to grow up and marry a rich man. And she said, Mom, I am a rich man. And the interviewer said, well, did that mean you don't like men? And she said, no, I love men. They're like dessert. You don't have to have it, but it makes life nice. So there you go, my friend. There you go. You have seen that. I love that interview. She is a Capricorn moon, by the way. I don't know if you knew that. But, yeah. Anyway, Mom, I am a rich man. Sometimes you just got to be your own emperor. What I get from you is you're not waiting on anybody to go about your life. You're doing your life. You're making a life. And when somebody comes along, they just have to find a way to fit in it. And if they can't, then they just got to go. Right? Single for a reason. There you go. I get it, girlfriend. I get it. Trust me. I absolutely do. And I'm so happy for you. I cannot begin to tell you how this made my night. Like, I swear to God, this totally made my night. Hearing from you. I saw your name on there and I had not read it yet because I was just running around, And I said, well, I'll see it. But actually, I'm glad I didn't read it before because I choose to be. I don't mind some fun when it comes along. There you go. There's Robert. Hey, handsome man. How you doing? We got handsome men, beautiful women. That's there you go. All right, so here we go. Terrence is next. Let me timestamp for Mr. Terrence. Here we go, Terrence. So Terrence is a Taurus. Had a breakup almost 3 months ago. She was also a Taurus. The way she left was really hurtful. 3+ year relationship. Wow, I am sorry to hear that, Terrence. I am sorry. Will there be any opportunity to hear from her again and possibly reconnect and heal this? What are her current thoughts or feelings about me, if any? Thank you. All right, so Terrence, let's see what we got, my love. Do we see this Taurus female reaching out to Terrence, the Taurus male? Do we see this Taurus female reaching out to Terrence, the Taurus male, for a reconnection? Do we see this Taurus female reaching out to Terrence, the Taurus male? Do we see communication? Do we see communication? Hey, Brenda. Do we see communication? Do we see communication from this Taurus female toward Terrence, the Taurus male? Okay. Let's see what we got. Four of Swords in the reverse, Knight of Cups. I do see movement toward you. All right. She may feel a bit guilty here with the Four of Swords in reverse. Something bothers her for sure relative to this connection. Sometimes that's guilt, anxiety with the fear with the Four of Swords here in the reverse. But I do see her overcoming some fear and reaching out to you. I'm not sure what this fear is about with the Knight of Cups, so I'm going to find out a little bit more on that. I have movement. I do not have an offer of reconciliation, but I do have movement toward you. Okay, but we're going to see. I'm going to clarify this Knight of Cups a little bit and see what I can tell you about it. Sometimes the Knight of Cups is not the most mature person emotionally. Usually they mean well, though. Ace of Cups, High Priestess in the reverse, Judgment in the reverse. Here's what I've got, Terrence. I do get her popping up, definitely. With the High Priestess here in the reverse. The Ace of Cups, the Hangman in reverse. Okay, Five of Wands. All right, so here's the thing. Here's the thing, Terrence. She is wanting to come in and act like nothing has happened. She wants you to wipe the slate clean like nothing ever happened. She doesn't want to talk about the way that she left. She doesn't want to talk about that. She doesn't want to think about how that affected you. She doesn't want to address that. All right? She wants to act as though nothing happened. That's problematic, because if we don't address that and own that, then we have a license to do it again. And I'm not saying she wouldn't anyway, but I kind of feel like that she's going, if you try to address this with her, and I think you should, she's going to say you're just creating drama. Why you got to create drama? And she's going to try to minimize that. And trying to confront a serious issue that has occurred between you two is not creating drama. Okay? But I feel like that may be what happened is she may, if you try to confront her about the way that she's been, she's going to get combative. And guys may even get into an argument. So quite honestly, I see her communicating with you. I see disagreement about how things would go, and I see you guys ultimately parting ways with the Judgment card in the reverse and the Two of Swords in the upright. All right. So let's do this, Terrence. Let's get her current thoughts and feelings toward you. What are her current thoughts and feelings toward Terrence? What are her current thoughts and feelings toward Terrence? What are her current thoughts and feelings toward Terrence? What are her current thoughts and feelings toward Terrence? What are her current thoughts and feelings toward Terrence? What are her current thoughts and feelings toward Terrence? What are her current thoughts and feelings, please, toward Terrence? Nine of Cups in reverse, Five of Swords in the reverse, Lovers in the upright. So she definitely feels a strong bond between you two. She does feel embarrassed about things. She feels disenchanted with the whole thing. She's trying to detach from this thing with the Six of Pentacles here in the reverse, but not really able to. So she's making the decision that she's coming toward you to try to work things out. All right? Which is consistent with what we saw. And then also consistent with what we saw is her trying to sweep under the rug the past and not deal with it. All right? I do not have love. The Tower card is here. Well, there it is. She does have emotion for you. Okay? But this is one of those examples, Terrence, of why it takes more than just love to make something work. Somebody has to have the capacity, the maturity, and the wherewithal to actually interact in a healthy way. And that's the problem here. That's the problem. So that's what I see, love. So the advice for you, work on your own self-confidence, okay? Work on loving yourself, because let's talk about something here. You mentioned that the way that she left you was a very hurtful thing. And my question to you is, by even considering giving her another chance, are you abandoning yourself? Are you betraying yourself? Things to think of, right? Because if you've got to abandon yourself and your own needs and what's important to you to be with another person, that's a pretty high cost. For me, it's a no-brainer. It's hard sometimes when you love a person. The trick is you got to love yourself more, to never allow yourself to be put in harm's way again. That's what I got. All right. Next up is Mary. Terrence, I hope that helped you. Let's see what we got. All right. Let's go to Mary. Before we do that, give me just 1 second. All right, here we go. Give me 1 second, y'all. Here we go. All right, Ms. Mary. Ms. Mary is a Capricorn. What does Mary the Capricorn need to know most? What is it that we need to tell Mary the Capricorn? What is it that we need to tell Mary the Capricorn? What is it that we need to tell Mary the Capricorn? What is it that we need to tell Mary the Capricorn? What is it that we need to tell Mary the Capricorn? Mary the Capricorn, what do we need to tell Mary the Capricorn? What is it that we need to tell Mary the Capricorn? Okay, just because someone is watching you and may have emotion for you does not mean that they are sustainable in a relationship, okay? Sometimes we get tangled up in emotion, right? And we feel like that love conquers all. Unfortunately, love is a powerful thing, but we have to have the capacity to walk within that love, okay? And I think that there is some discernment needed on your part about a person that you may love or that, you may have emotional investment with, right? At the same time, you need to look at whether or not this person is a match for you, if they're giving what you need or what your needs are in a relationship, right? Sometimes we will fog over and be dismissive of our own needs and we'll abandon ourselves, right? And in doing so, we'll go into situations that are really not honoring who we are and our own needs and our own desires. We'll betray ourselves, right? And because we see the potential in people, we get overwhelmed in our emotions and sometimes we get into a fog. And that is where we need to become more grounded in reality and look at the actual facts. Is this person doing what? It doesn't even matter why they're doing what they're doing. It doesn't. Because at the end of the day, the effect on you is the same. Heartbreak hurts. It doesn't matter if we know why. Heartbreak hurts. It doesn't matter if we know that they're doing something out of fear or whatever. It still has the same effect, and we're still left with the burden and responsibility to heal it. Okay? So a lot of times we tend to look outside of ourselves to say, why is someone acting that way? It's an easy rabbit trail to go down. Okay? But at the end of the day, you're encouraged to ask yourself some hard questions and to start loving yourself enough to say no to things that are going to require you to abandon yourself. That's what I got. That's what I got, Mary. I hope that helps you. All right, next up is M. I think this is RK. If I'm not mistaken, I bet this is RK because I saw RK pop up earlier. Let's see what we got. Let me update the list on the screen too while I'm here. So we have, after Whitney, we have Melissa. All right, there we go. Well, thank you, Melissa. You are so kind. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so we are now reading for RK. And let me timestamp for the beautiful RK real quick. Here we go. Virgo decided to stay friends with the Gemini man, but after a recent issue, his behavior suddenly changed and he seems to be ignoring me. I'm confused because we're only friends. Could you tell me his current energy toward me? What caused this change and whether you see him reaching out again? Let's see what we can find out for you, RK. Let's see what we can find out. What's going on with this Gemini male toward RK? What's going on with this Gemini male toward RK? What's going on with this Gemini male toward RK? What's going on with this Gemini male toward RK? What's going on with this Gemini male toward RK? M. What's going on with this Gemini male toward M? The Virgo. What's going on with this Gemini male toward RK? The Virgo. Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. Definitely a card of ignoring. Devil reversed. The Fool in the upright. King of Swords. Six of Swords. Hierophant. Okay, so here's where the Gemini male is. The Gemini male felt like that this felt that this connection, that there was a trauma bond between you two. There was a strong bond, and that he felt like you were, even though you were being friends with him, energetically he felt like you were trying to confine him, like you were trying to manipulate the situation. I'm not saying that's what you were doing, but I'm saying that's his interpretation. He felt like it was best to detach from this thing with the King of Swords and to move on with the Six of Swords. He also feels like it would be very hard for him to pursue a relationship while you guys were still friends, and he is wanting to pursue something with someone. I don't know if he's met someone or he's just wanting to pursue something with someone, and he feels like he can't as long as there's a friendship here. I do feel like that was what caused the change, is he felt like he wanted another relationship and that this would keep him from pursuing one. He felt like this friendship was really toxic. He just didn't feel like this was healthy. With the Devil card here in the reverse. Two of Wands in reverse, Tower card. He's moving on towards something new. Five of Cups in reverse, Justice reverse. I don't see him reaching out to you, M. I don't. I mean, not anytime soon. He may down the road, but he feels like there definitely needs to be some distance between you two, right? That's what I got. So, yeah. Yeah. Well, I don't know. I don't know what your overthinking was, but definitely he felt like you thought, he still feels like you thought it was more or were hoping for more. He felt pressured. He felt pressured. Yeah. There you go. That's probably the best thing to do. That's probably the best thing to do. Probably just the best thing to do is just wish him well and let him roll on. All right. Let's go to Emma. Here we go. Give me just a minute. I think this is my little Emma friend. All right. All right. So Dan, the Pisces, and I, the Capricorn, have reconnected via WhatsApp. Only 2 brief, lighthearted conversations. Does he wish to keep in contact with me in the hope to renew our relationship? Let's find out, beautiful. Give me Dan, the Pisces, toward Emma, the Capricorn. Hey, beautiful. There she is, the one and only Emma Olive. Here we go. Does Dan the Pisces, what is Dan the Pisces' intentions here in these conversations with the beautiful Emma? What is the intentions? What are the intentions and thoughts of Dan, the Pisces, toward Emma? That's right, Emma Boo, that's right. What is the intentions and overall thoughts of Dan, the Pisces, regarding these recent conversations with Emma, the Capricorn? Give me Dan, the Pisces, right now, toward Emma, the Capricorn. Dan, the Pisces, 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 toward Emma, the Capricorn. Six of Pentacles in the reverse, 8 of Pentacles in the reverse, 8 of Wands. Wow. Lord, Emma, this man, you know, okay, let's talk about everything. He doesn't want to put in any real work. The problem is he's very passionate about you. He feels very attracted to you, and he has love for you. Okay, he does. The Moon card and the 2 of Pentacles and the 3 of Pentacles here in the reverse. It's like he wants this, but he doesn't want to do the work to make it happen. Because you know, and I know, you know, relationships are not, they're not easy, even in the best of circumstances, right? He feels this incredibly strong bond with you, my love. All right, the 2 of Cups, the Lover's card. I mean, the feelings are here. I think he wants to be with you. The problem is he doesn't want to have to do anything hard. He doesn't have to do any hard work. I mean, he's so attracted to you. He wants stability, but in order to have stability, you've got to do the work, right? And he so enjoys talking to you with the Page of Wands. He loves the banter, right? And the Page of Cups, he loves the communication here. You know, he's very invested from an emotional standpoint. But at the end of the day, and he misses you when you guys don't talk. But at the end of the day, he's not really wanting to put the shoulder to the wheel and do the actual work to make things work. That's what I'm picking up. That's what I'm picking up. This is complicated. So I think he just thinks this is going to come easy and that love is enough, right? He does love you. No doubt about it. But, at the end of the day, I kind of get the end result between you guys as somebody deciding you guys are better off to just part as friends. Page of Pentacles here. Yeah, that's what I got. There's a lot of impulsive energy here that's not thought out from him too. That's another thing I wanted to point out. There's a lot of impulsive energy where, yeah, this is what I want, but am I willing to do what it takes to get it? A lot of people want things, but are they willing to do what it takes to get it? Right? My daughter is on the path to be a doctor, and you and I both know she's gonna be in school for the next 8 years or whatever, and then residency and all that bullshit. A lot of people would love to have the salary of a doctor, but they don't want to do what it takes to get there. Yeah, we enjoy each other's company, but I don't think he's in the best place just right now. Yeah. I think that's what this is. I'm going to tell you, he's attracted to you. I think he loves you. He feels a strong connection to you. And that's sad. That's hard. That's the hard ones for me to read about, Emma. Trust me. Because I know you know that. I bet you know all of that. I bet you know this man loves you. I think he may ask you for something, from a relationship standpoint. I do. I wouldn't be shocked at all. And I couldn't blame you if you went there, but I just worry that it wouldn't work, Just worry that it wouldn't work. That's what I got, beautiful. I hope that gave you some clarity at least. I don't want you to get hurt either. I don't want you to get hurt. My heart goes out to you. Because that's the hardest no you'll ever say, right? I can't say I know how you feel, Emma. I would never say that to you. But I can tell you, if I were in your shoes, I know how I would feel, and it would suck. And I'm sorry. You're welcome, love. All right. Where is Joseph, the non-Pisces Pisces? Joseph, the Aquarius-looking Pisces. Joseph. What does Joseph need to know right now? What does Joseph need to know right now? What does Joseph need to know right now? What does Joseph need to know? Joseph, there he is. Oh, bad Pisces. You're so crazy, Joseph. What does Joseph, the Pisces, need to know right now? Give me information for Mr. Joseph. Give me information for Joseph. My Aquarius Mercury gets me in trouble. Yeah, but it makes you smart. It makes you smart, though, Joseph. An Aquarius Mercury makes you smart. Probably keeps you grounded more, I would say. I don't know. What does Joseph the Pisces need to know? What does Joseph the Pisces need to know? Ace of Swords, Queen of Cups. Who's the new boo thing? Am I predicting something for you or no? Why is that here? I've got a new thing coming towards you. Ace of Swords, Queen of Cups. I also have you cutting someone out. So I've got two different things going on with you right now. There's one energy over here that you're cutting out, and I'm not sure why. In your mind, you feel like this is not the Devil in reverse, but the Magician, Hierophant, Nine of Pentacles. Why? Good Lord. Oh, okay. Okay. So I feel like you might be predicting something because nobody has told me they want me as a boo thing. I believe I am predicting it. What I do get is that there's something here that you're cutting out, and that may happen first, okay? But I'm getting something that you're cutting out for your own peace, okay? And somebody you're dealing with. And here's some of the characteristics that I'm picking up. I think this person that you are going to be cutting out is a bit of a drama person, and or they want you to compete for them, right? And Joseph, I think that Mercury in Aquarius is going to go, what? I don't do that. And I kind of get this as kind of them being a disturbance to your peace. There's a lot about them that looks good, but I think you are in this energy of like, no, I want to have it all. And that's not, if you're creating drama and you're expecting me to compete for your attention, then it's a no from me. But I do feel like there is something coming towards you. The Ace of Swords, the Queen of Cups, all right? It's new. You may have more than one person coming towards you that's new. I will also tell you that. There is, yeah, you do. You do. That confirms it. Ace of Pentacles is coming out. So you're definitely turning over a new... Good God, Joseph! Look. King and Queen of Cups. You've got a divine connection here, and it could very well be somebody with water in their chart like yourself. All right, so I've got two different new people here, and one of these is just this made for each other kind of match. All right, God, Joseph, you got people coming out of the woodworks. What the hell? Joseph, your problem is going to be spoiled for choice. Hi, Tarot Illuminae. What's up? Thank you. Oh, thank you so much. I'm glad you found me. Joseph, you've got new people that are, I think I'm picking out, I've counted 3 new people crossing your path. One of these you're going to get with. And there's this peanut butter jelly time as far as the way that you guys match, you and this person. So that's what I see for you. But I do feel like there's somebody that you're cutting out. I will tell you that too. You're like, I don't compete for anybody. What are you talking about? Why should I? I'm happy on my own. Why should I compete for something? I don't work that hard. Right? That's what I got. But you're about to have an uptick in the love department. Looking good, putting yourself out there, smelling good. All right? Are you doing something glow up wise? What are you doing? Maybe it's just the inner work you're doing. It could be just because you're so focused on vibing that you it makes you magnetic. That can happen. Okay? But I get you becoming more of a magnet in general. Okay? So I like that for you. That's pretty amazing. Thank you too, Joseph. I hope that helped you. I hope that helped you. Anything else for Joseph? Get out more. Be social. That came out for you too. Let's see. Yeah, just focused on your stability. There you go. There you go. That's what's up. I hope that helped you, love. Next up is Anella. Give me I get it. Excuse me. I get it. Trust me, I do. All right. Thank you, love. I appreciate you, Joseph. Thank you so much for being a regular here at the cottage. I appreciate you. There she is. Aloha, my little Hawaiian friend. Let's take a look about you and Roger. Anella, remind me again of your zodiac sign. Let's see. Hi, Karen. I'm at work, so I'll be in and out. Was just checking to see where you're at. I am on Anella right now, love bug. Double Gemini. Me too, girl. Me too. Whoop, whoop. Double the fun, double the trouble, double the fun. Gemini sun and rising here. All right, let's take a look at Roger. So, will Roger and I forgot to timestamp for you, Anella. Here we go. Will Roger and I reconcile, or should I just move on? Let's look for reconciliation energies between Anella the Gemini and Roger. What about reconciliation energies? What about reconciliation energies between Roger and Anella the Gemini? What about reconciliation energies, please, between Roger and Anella the Gemini? He's a Libra. What about Roger and Anella? That's right, Julianne. Oh, I love Aquarians. Oh my God. I love Aquarians too, Tarot Illuminate. What about Joseph? I'm sorry, what about Roger and Anella the Gemini? What about Roger and Anella the double Gemini? Do we see reconciliation energy here? Two of Swords, Tower, Death. I do not, love. I do not. It could be that Roger may be dealing with another person. Why is the Two of Swords here? What? Here's the thing, Anella. I don't think he's over you. I don't. He blocked me after I found out he was keeping tabs on my ex. Oh, that's what it is. Okay, that's why I'm picking up ex energy. That makes sense now. I'm like, what the hell? Um, he blocked me after I found out he was keeping tabs on my ex. He was keeping tabs. That is so weird. Why the hell is the justice? Yeah, he's totally blaming you for the stuff. That's what the issue is. He is absolutely blaming you. You know, he does still have love for you, but he blames you. And he is angry at you. He is angry at you. He's mad at you. Yeah, that tower was him finding out. You finding out about him keeping tabs. It's weird because he tried to friend zone me before that, even though he told me years ago I was his ideal girl. Yeah. I see that. He still has love for you. He still has love for you. But this is one of those things where it takes more than love, right? Seven of Swords here, Ten of Wands in reverse. He's a fearful avoidant. That makes sense. Ten of Wands in reverse. And I see the trust issues here from him. Seven of Swords. And here's the thing, Anella. Let's talk about attachment styles that are unhealthy. They can be an emotional roller coaster. And even if he would reconcile with you, he would absolutely do it again until he heals. Until he heals that wound that is underlying that unhealthy attachment style. Yeah, and that's the thing. And that's how you know. It's not that he doesn't have feelings for you. He does. He absolutely does have feelings for you. But here's the thing, Anella. That doesn't change how this affects you, this behavior of him, you know, running and fighting feelings and all this kind of stuff. It's an emotional roller coaster for you. Because you never feel like you can totally relax, and you can't. Not as long as you're with a person with an unhealthy attachment style that has not been healed. Okay? And I want to talk to you about, should I move on? I want to delve into that just a little bit with you. You should never put your life on hold for another person. You should never let another person tell you what's going to happen in your life. You look at the options before you, and if he is not one of them, then you can't choose him, which means you need to find another road, and that is choosing yourself. It's okay if you love him. That's completely fair, okay? I'm sure in many ways he is lovable, and that's okay. What I want you to do is love yourself enough to say, he is not an option that is going to give me what I deserve, and that is stability and a place to trust and a place that is emotionally safe. Does he mean to hurt you? I doubt it. I doubt it seriously. Is he a bad person? I doubt it. But many times somebody that you're dealing with a fearful avoidant, many times they can't see past their own issues to realize how badly this hurts the people that they are doing this to. So he doesn't even realize it, let alone. So he doesn't mean to, but it doesn't matter. It still hurts the same. And in many ways, it probably hurts more for me to say that he doesn't realize what he's doing. And it's not because he doesn't care. It's because he doesn't have the capacity to care, because he himself has so many unhealed wounds that are still gaping and bleeding and hurting that's all he can really focus on right now. And the longer you stay, the longer you put yourself in a situation where you're putting yourself in harm's way and you're becoming collateral damage in this man's efforts to destroy himself. And sadly, you cannot save a person from doing that. They have to figure that out if and when they want to on their own. So you should always move on. When a person has removed themselves from being an option, then you have no choice but to move on, because they're not an option. So there you go. That's what I got, beautiful. And Anella, my little Gemini friend. You were made for far greater things than being in that bed crying over a man who doesn't know what the hell he wants from a hole in the ground. I hope that helps. I hope that helps. No, you will not have any new prospects until you yourself work on yourself. You will have the same experience over and over again. And I don't have to pull cards on that. Even though it's technically a second question, I'm going to give you a freebie and say no. You will have more of the same until you get yourself out of energetic vibration of your own wounds, because you've got wounds that put you in alignment with that. So no, not right now. Not until you do some work. Not until you heal those wounds. And shadow work is work, time plus work. Time plus work. All right? So I hope that helps, Anella. Yeah. And Anilla, look at it this way. You deserve the best. You deserve the best. So why not invest in yourself? You owe it to yourself to do that for you, to take that time and work on yourself. You absolutely do that for you. Give that gift to yourself. And it's hard. I'm not going to lie. It's hard. But it's a lot harder to have a bunch of heartbreaks, right? So do that. All right, so next up is Naomi. This is girly. All right, so girly, if you are here, and I know she had to step out for a second, but if you are here, girly, I would love to ask you something. But girly is a Capricorn. Naomi is a Capricorn. There she is. Okay, beautiful. So you're a Capricorn. Why does the Sagittarius think that he can come back after he ghosted me? Did you let him back in? Are you talking to him after he came back? Have you let him come back before? Or is this the first time he's tried to return after ghosting you? I will tell you, I don't know if this is the first time he's returned to you, but what I can tell you is probably he has a pattern of ghosting and then being allowed to come back. So he would think that that would be allowed. And if you've allowed him to come back and you're in any way talking to him, then you're reinforcing that it's okay to do that. You have to teach somebody that something is not okay. This is okay. So he's done this for other people. That's the short answer. The short answer, if he's just now coming back and he's not returned to you before, not dealing with him first time. Okay. So that clarifies. Good. So he has done this to other people in the past, and they've let him come back, and so he thinks that that's okay for you. And I can pull cards on that, and I will, because you paid me to. But there are some things that you kind of just, he's been allowed to do this. This has been okay with a lot of women. And I hate to say this, but a lot of times the reason as a whole men think they can get away with acting like a douche canoe is because it works with most women. So we as women have to stop putting up with shit. I'm not talking about you, girly. That's not at you. That's just in general. I'm saying women in general. I want to see women in general refuse to put up with bullshit, and then they'll stop doing it. Then they'll stop thinking it's okay and that it's acceptable behavior to ghost someone and then return. He can go jump in a lake. I agree with you. On that. But that's what it is. That's exactly why. I can tell you that right there. He's been conditioned. Unfortunately, he's met in his life a lot of women that have less than the best self-esteem, and they've let him come back, and he's gotten away with it in his life enough times that he believes it's perfectly okay. Yeah, okay, good. I hope you understand where I'm going with that. That's what's up. That's what's up. And then the rest of us women, when we actually do put up boundaries, then, somehow we're the wicked witch, right? Which I don't care. I'll be a villain. It'll make a shit to me. I promise you, I do not have the need to be loved by strangers. Right. But let's see. Let's see what's up with this Sag. Let's see what's up with this Sag. Anything else I can tell Girly, the Capricorn, about this Sag? Girly says I'm too old. Girl, I wish I had learned this stuff when I was a lot younger. I will tell you that. Anything else she needs to know about the Sagittarius? Anything else she needs to know about the Sagittarius? Queen of Wands, Nine of Pentacles. He just that, yeah, he thinks he can go and come like he wants to. Why is that here? Girl, listen to me. There's something you need to know. This motherfucker. He's 50 and I'm older than that. There you go. I'm going to tell you about this motherfucker. And that's what I'm calling it. He is an off-brand Ken doll. Hollow inside. Can I tell you what was up while he was ghosted you? Can I tell you what happened here? There's another person. There is another person in the mix. All right. That's why he dropped the ball on you. That's why he could so easily detach. Motherfucker. That's why he could so easily detach. Didn't give it a second thought. And that didn't work out. So now he's back around. There you go. Didn't give it a second thought. I don't know if you know that, Naomi. But yeah, he was over there messing with something. And I will tell you, I feel like whoever he was messing with, he's got some history with. Okay, that's probably who lets him come and go. Julianne, right? So this Fruit Loop here that calls himself a Sagittarius, and he is an look, I like Sagittarians. He's an embarrassment to other Sagittarians, okay? There's somebody here that he's got some strong ties to. And I'm going to tell you what. How long had you been dealing with it? How much do you know about this Sag? Had you done some due diligence, my little friend? Had you done your due diligence? Because I think he's married. Either that or talking marriage with somebody. I think he's married. If not, he's talked marriage with somebody. And they're, I believe, in and out. And I think he was over there dealing with that for a little bit, and that fell apart again. And so, boom, there he is, popping back up. That's what I got. You tell me if this could be or if I'm way off base. But I'm picking up, there's a lot he ain't telling you. Mm-hmm. He wanted to marry her. There you go. There you go. He was still dealing with her. That's what's up. That's where he's been. When he went poof. Mm-hmm. That's where he was. That's where he was, and that fell apart. That fell apart. That's what I got. but it didn't work out a while back. He was over there trying it again with that one. They were dealing with each other. They were dealing with each other while he ghosted you. He went back over there. He went back. I don't think it made it. He's one of these that apparently doesn't want to be alone. That's an odd thing for a Sag, but here we have it. I'd love to see his chart to see what's in his chart, because it ain't Sag. You're welcome, Naomi. And thank you as always. I appreciate you. All right, Miss Julianne. Here we go, Miss Julianne. Let's see whatever comes out for Julianne, the Virgo Sun, Capricorn Moon, Aquarius Rising. Julianne, I do not go live on TikTok Tarot Lumine, and I have actually stopped. I haven't put a lot of content on TikTok as of late, but I'm thinking about changing my content on TikTok to be more something other than tarot. It will be spirituality, but I'm thinking I may do something else. But Julianne, Virgo Sun, Capricorn Moon, Aquarius Rising. By the way, I love your placements. I know they're hard. I know that moon sign is a hard one, but I still... Oh, your moon's in the 12th house. I think we talked about that before, Julianne. All right, let's... what needs to come out for Julianne? It will be spiritual if I do something over there, Tarot Lumine. What does Julianne need to know? Julianne the Virgo. What does Julianne need to know? Julianne the Virgo. One thing just came out as a jumper. When you experience resistance repeatedly in a situation, it's not that you can't have that thing, but you need to go a different door. You need to pursue it in a different way, or with a different person or a different company, whatever it is. Now, what else does Julianne need to know? Julianne the Virgo. Julianne the Virgo. Julianne the Virgo. Julianne the Virgo. With the Capricorn Moon and the Aquarius Rising. What does Julianne need to know? 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 Julianne, if there is a dynamic or a connection, this is going to sound so strange. Oh my gosh, thank you, girlie. Thank you, Naomi. Julianne, if there is a situation that feels, it checks off all the boxes, it's stable, it's good, it's consistent, but your heart's not in it, then that is enough. That is enough to rule it out. I don't know if this makes sense or not, but I think there's a connection here where your heart's just not in it. You don't feel, it lacks passion, it lacks chemistry, maybe it lacks the spark, the magic. I don't think this is a bad connection per se. It doesn't look entirely toxic to me, but it feels void of passion, void of chemistry, void of emotion. Okay, with the Four of Cups coming out right before the Ten of Pentacles. All right, connections have to be those things and more. You need that spark. You need to be able to have laughter and fun and passion. All right. This may or may not be a romance situation. I mean, we could be talking about a job or something of that nature, but I feel like you're in a situation where your heart's not in it, but yet it provides you a lot of stability, long-term stability, consistency, that sort of thing. But your heart's not in it. I absolutely feel like it is time to. It could be your job. I absolutely feel like it is time for you to pursue something that makes your heart go pitter-patter. All right? Work and relationships and life should not feel like a grind all the time. Everything's going to feel like a grind sometimes. Okay? That's fair. Okay? But in general, if every day you wake up feeling like, oh my God, I got to do this again, you probably are not where you can best shine and be happy. And that's why you feel resistance. And that's why I picked up that thing about resistance. I'm going back to when I was shuffling. That's why you feel that resistance, because I think that it could be that you mentioned your work. It could be that when you go into work, even though you did probably do a good job, it probably pays well, it's stable, it looks like it could be lasting. The resistance that you feel within of, God, I just don't want to do this. It just feels so draining. And so, and I don't even know that it may be hard work, it may not be, but I think it's draining to you because your heart's not in it. Does that make sense? And I think that, it may be time to look at following something that makes your heart go pitter-patter. Because you will be successful financially if you do that. Former CFO right here. Former CPA CFO talking. So that's what I got. So start looking at what your options are. Okay, start looking at what your options are. It could be time to start a whole new career path. Start a side hustle that becomes a full-time hustle, right? But just start looking at your options and think outside the box. You're an Aquarius rising. You can definitely do that. I want to sparkle again. I've been back and forth with looking for something new, telling my boss about it. I have a lot of I love a lot about it, but I think I have grown as far as I can with it. Yes, and you probably feel stagnant. You probably feel stagnant. And it's time for you to grow. It's time for you to go, glow, and grow. And yes, sparkle. That part too. That's what I got, beautiful. I hope that helps. Thank you, babes. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you, Julianne. Always a pleasure hearing from you. So thank you so much. All right, so let's read for Lyra. What is the advice for Lyra the Virgo? What does Lyra the Virgo need to know most right now? What does Lyra the Virgo need to know most right now? What does Lyra the Virgo need to know most right now? What does Lyra the Virgo need to know most? Hey Lyra, how you doing? What does Lyra the Virgo need to know most right now? What does Lyra the Virgo need to know most? Ah. What does Lyra the Virgo need to know most right now? I saw that person that stole my content on TikTok. I did. Tarot Lumino. And I reported them, and TikTok didn't do anything about it. I don't care. I'm going to make my money. All right, here we go. What does Lyra the Virgo need to know right now? Oh, thank you, Julianne. Thank you. What does Lyra the Virgo need to know most right now? King of Wands, Three of Cups, Nine of Pentacles. Why should she stay single? Somebody's trying to come back towards you with a reunion, okay? My cards are telling me that if you went towards that person, it would end in another betrayal. And you probably need to release that person and focus on yourself, healing, getting yourself in a better place, all right? This person is full of drama, betrayal, and instability. And I don't think you'd be happy with this person. So I definitely feel like there is somebody here that you need to detach from. You need to make a head over heart decision. It's okay if you love a person, but you got to love yourself more, Lyra. You got to love yourself more. That's what I got. That's what I got with your advice today. And I hope that helps. Thank you, Melissa. Thank you for that. That's very sweet of you. All right, so next up is Whitney. Whitney, I have a question for you. Let me see if I can find Whitney. This is Yanira. So you paid for advice, but you asked a question, but what's crazy is you paid for advice twice. Oh, okay, so that's why you did that, so I could do the question. I got you, love. I got you. All right, Whitney, we got you. All right. So, Lyra, you paid for advice. You paid for advice. You didn't pay for a question, okay? You paid for advice, and that's what I gave you. All right. The advice specifically says no specific topic or questions when you pay for the advice part, okay? All right, Whitney girl, let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. Okay, so what's going on with Libra and their partner? Whitney. Where is Whitney right now? Whitney. Where is Whitney? Are you here, love? Why do you care what's going on with another couple? I really need to ask you that question, and I hope you're here. Because if you're hoping that they're having trouble, then you don't love that person. You don't. If you're wishing that their current relationship has problems, then you don't love them. You love yourself, but you don't love that person. But let's find out, because that's what you paid me to pull cards for, so that's what we'll do. What's going on with Libra and that person? What's going on with Libra and that person? What's going on with the other Libra and her person? What's going on with the other Libra and that person? What's going on with Libra and that other person? What's going on with Libra and the other person? What's going on with Libra and their person? What's going on with Libra and their person? What's going on with Libra and that other person? What's going on with Libra and that other person? They're in a loving relationship with the Two of Cups here. There's mutual love, the Wheel of Fortune. Things are going well for them. And they don't really entertain anything out of the ordinary, all right? They are actually good for each other, all right? They're actually good for each other. Your Libra is flourishing. She's doing quite well. So if you love her, that should make you smile. And if it doesn't make you smile, then you need to do some serious inventory and introspection about what you view love as. But yeah, your Libra is doing very well. She is happy with that other person. They are in a loving connection that by all appearances, they are faithful to each other. They want the same things. That's what's up. That's what's up. All right. Let's see. All right. Hey, LJB, how you doing? All right, let's go to Melissa. Lynette, it's good to see you. All right, so Melissa, let's see what we got, love. We're just trying to figure out what the cards have to say for Melissa. All right. Leo, Moon in Cancer, Scorpio rising. Okay, let's see what's up. Hi, Blessed. All right, what does Melissa, the Leo, need to know? I love Leos. They're so cute. All right. What does Melissa, the Leo, need to know? What does Melissa, the Leo, need to know? What does Melissa, the Leo, need to know? Hey, LJB, thank you. Thank you for the 5. Thank you, thank you. Appreciate you. What does Melissa need to know most right now? What does Melissa need to know most? What does Melissa need to know most? What does Melissa need to know most? Hold on, Melissa. Hey, Terrence, thank you. Thank you, Terrence. I appreciate the feedback. What does Melissa need to know? Melissa the Leo. Melissa the Leo. Melissa the Leo. What does Melissa the Leo need to know? What does Melissa the Leo need to know? What does Melissa the Leo need to know? Queen of Cups. The world. You will love again. Six of Wands. You will absolutely love again. There will be a time when you're ready, when you heal. And this time when you love, it'll be different. Because you're going to gain so much wisdom. The World card here. You're gonna go through a healing journey. You're on the precipice. I know you mentioned that you've just gone through a breakup, and this is, I believe, relevant to that. The Queen of Cups, the World, the Six of Wands. The World card is a rite of passage. It often comes after a tough healing journey, right? And it speaks to, becoming self-aware, happy, joy, relief, inner peace, all of those things that come on the other side of a heartbreak and then walking through the dark night of the soul, okay? So you will love again, but this time it'll be different. This time you'll have a lot more wisdom, a lot more self-awareness, and you'll be a lot more able to spot things like these, right? You'll be able to spot those things a lot quicker and a lot before you're actually emotionally invested. My cards literally suggest with the Queen of Cups, this is your Cancer moon right here. Queens in the tarot are cardinal signs, okay? And we have water here. And this is, Cancer is the cardinal water sign. And that's your heart, right? That's your heart. That Cancer, that Queen of Cups is your moon sign. That is your heart. And that precious Cancer heart of yours deserves a person that is taken care of. You got to take care of you. You got to take care of that Cancer heart, right? And you'll give that Cancer heart to someone, but it'll be healed and it'll be a lot more ready. It'll be a lot more ready. And you'll know. You'll absolutely know. You absolutely will love again. Absolutely. Look, the Lover's card, the Queen of Cups, you absolutely will find love again. I don't know if this is what you need to hear right now, but you absolutely will. But this time's going to be different. This time's going to be different. You're going to work through the anger issues, the repressed anger, the trust issues, all of that. You're going to work on your self-esteem. You're going to work on your boundaries. You're going to take a deep dive within yourself, right? You're going to do all that inner work. It's not going to be easy. I'm not going to sit and sugarcoat it and say it's all unicorn and rainbow farts, but I will tell you that on the other side of that, you'll say, God, I feel so much better. And I'm glad my life went the way that it did. It's kind of like people that climb Mount Everest, right? They say they're so glad they did it, they don't want to do it again. The same is true for a deep healing journey, right? I'm so glad I will tell you real quick, I'm so glad I did it. I don't want to have to do it again, but I wouldn't take anything for it. It's the things that has given me in my life on the inside, or you can't put a price on that. You can't. Especially if you've lived a life full of trauma. Like I have, right? But you have much more control over where your life goes from here than you think. And you get to drive your car now. So, Melissa, I'm handing you the keys. Where are you going to go? Where are you going to go? That's up to you. The thing about, having gone through a breakup is you mourn so much. And you mourn the loss of a future that was imagined that, doesn't really happen, right? There's a lot to mourn. And I want you to show yourself some grace as you mourn those things, okay? I want you to show yourself the love and the grace, and I want you to ramp up your self-care right now, okay? And it's okay if you love that person. In fact, I'm sure you do, okay? I'm sure you do. But I want you to choose yourself and love yourself more. And it's okay if you don't right now. That's all right. But I want you to work toward that. I want you to work toward that. So just know this. Wherever you are, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. None of us have arrived on this planet. We're all just walking each other home. And if I can be here and hold a lantern and show you the path, and you decide to walk it, then great, so be it. Because I promise you, people have held the lantern for me. So I hope that helps you. Hey, Wagon Hound, how you doing? Good to see you. I hope that helps you, love. I hope that helps you. And you know what I hope more than anything, Melissa? I hope that healing journey that you're on right now, I hope your search for love, you know what I hope you get to? I hope it leads you right back to your own beautiful cosmic heart. I hope you find yourself. I hope it leads you to finding yourself. Because when you find yourself and you can meet yourself, then you can meet someone else. You can only connect to somebody to the extent that you connect to yourself. So I hope that's where this journey leads you. Good. I'm glad that helped you, love. I'm glad that helped you. And thank you, Melissa, for reaching out to me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. That actually wraps things up as far as readings go. I'm about to mark things sold out. Let me go do that real quick. There you go. There you go. Hey, Samaria, how are you doing? Gemini Sun, Leo Moon, Cancer Rising. Wow. But thank you so, so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, hey, Angel Eyes, I just realized you popped in. God, I didn't even see you pop in. Are you still here, Angel Eyes? Hey. I'm sorry I didn't say hey to you 5 minutes ago whenever you commented. I hope you're doing good. It was 11:11 there. Wow. Okay. I hope if you're still here, Angel Eyes, that you hear me saying hello, and my apologies for I don't think I said hello to you. I feel like a bonehead. Excuse me, sometimes I literally miss things in the chat. So my apologies, love bug. Anyway, I think I'm going to wrap it up. Thank you, Melissa. You have a great evening too. I hope that helped you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And thanks to everybody who booked readings with me. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. All right. Y'all take care. Have a great night. I'll see y'all next time. Bye, y'all.